Here we're going to demonstrate how to construct the cumulative frequency graph using Excel, but first we need to construct the cumulative frequency table. So we first complete the less than column. This is time. So the first boundary is 5, so time less than 5. Next boundary is 15, time less than 15. Next one is 35, time less than 45. Next one is 45, t less than 45, and the next one is 105, time less than 105. So the time less than 5, there was no time less than 5, so the first cumulative frequency is 0. Then we take this 0 and we add it to the 20. So the time less than 15, that would be 20. Then we take this 20 and we add it to 42. So time less than 35 would be 62. All right, that would be 62. And then we take that 62 and we add it to 10. So the time less than 45 would actually be 72. All right. And then we take this 72 and we add it to 3. So the time less than 105, that would be 75. And 75 would actually equal the sample size, which is n. Okay, so we can easily type 75 is equal to n. So now we have completed our cumulative frequency table. So what we need to do now is to complete our transfer this now to Excel. Okay, transfer this to Excel. Okay, cumulative frequency distribution. So now we have time, the minutes, and the cumulative frequency. However, if you notice that our boundaries, our intervals are unequal, okay? But in Excel, we need to communicate to Excel that we need a horizontal scale to go by equal intervals because the time has to go on the horizontal scale. So we need to go from 5 to 105 equal intervals. Okay, so we type 5 and then we ignore this for a while, and then we have to go up to 105 equal intervals. So we can use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. All right, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. If the intervals were equal, all of them were equal at the same width, then that will not be necessary. But we have 5 to 15, that's a difference of 10. Then we have 15 to 35, that's a difference of 20. And imagine you have 45 to 105, that's a difference of 60. So we need to have done this. And then the cumulative frequency for 5 is 20. There is no 10, but for 15, we've got, no, for 5 is 0. And for 15 is 20. And there is no 20, 25, 30, there's a 35. And 45 is 62. There is no 45, we go up to 45. There's no 40 or 45. 45 is 72. And there is nothing right up to 105, okay, which is 75. Okay, so we must do that so that we can have a proper scale in the horizontal axis. And now we highlight this. Cumulative frequency, modify distribution. We go to insert and we go to scatter. All right. And just click on the scatter plot. Okay, so here you have the dots are plotted. So to join the dots, we go to insert and we go to shapes, we go to curve, and now we've got, click on the first 0, we double click, pop, and keep your finger down, you drag, all right, double click, keep your finger down, drag, double click, keep your finger down, drag, double click, keep your finger down. Okay, let's do that again. So when you double click, you keep your finger down and you drag it to extend the length. So up, down, drag, up, drag, up, drag, up, drag. Okay, and here now, when you do pop up, you just lift up your finger. All right, and then you have your cumulative frequency. Cool. To get the quartiles, okay, you have to calculate the locations of the quartiles. Okay, let's presume that we have done that already. Okay, or any 75. So here are the locations for the quartiles. Okay, so the lower quartile is 18.73 value. Okay. So look for the 18.73 value on the vertical axis. So that's where the locations are. All right, you go to shapes, you choose a line. That's 15, so 18.75 is just below 20. Okay, let's increase the size of this so you can appreciate what we are doing. To make this horizontal, you just, all right, put this down to 0, bring this down to, that's about 19, 18.75 there about. Okay, bring this, this is the line that you bring, right? It's about there. If you want, you can increase the size, so you right click, increase the thickness so that it can be seen. And let's change it to black and increase the thickness a little bit. All right, so that's 18.75 about there. And then you touch the graph and you come down, an arrow to show down. You want the arrow to be totally vertical, so you change this to 0. And now you shift it here, right here, increase, change it to black, increase the thickness, and here you have an estimate of the lower quartile, which is approximately, let's say that's 5. Remember that is 5. Okay, that's 5 right there. Shift a little bit. So that's about 5, and that 10 is right in the middle. So that is about 11. So they're about 12 is about there. So let's say 11.5. So the lower quartile is approximately 11.5. Okay, and you do this now. The same for the median. The location for the median is 47.5. So you do the same and copy and paste this. Okay, go up to 45, 47.5 to increase the length. Go to shape format, increase this length so that you can touch the graph. Okay, make sure that you touch the graphs, and you can copy and paste this arrow and to give you an approximate value of the median. The median list is just a little bit above 20. So that's 30, that's 25. So let's say 21. Okay, so the median is about 21. Okay, and you do the same for the upper quartile. Insert text box 21. Let's just widen this a bit. Okay, that's the median or the upper quartile. The location is 56.25. Okay, so you go for 55, 56.25. Okay, increase the length. Make sure you touch the graph. Okay, and that's 55, so 56.25 is just a little bit above 5, and then you draw your downward arrow. It's down, and this is about 30, 31 thereabout. Okay, or you can even just type it in right yourself in this very same text box. So you could have just use one text box for all 3 of them, but you don't have to necessarily create new text box and so forth. All right. So here we have the quartiles. Okay. Now there's a question asking, what is the percentage of more than 49 minutes? How many students? What percentage of students completing more than 49 minutes? So we look for 49 minutes on the x-axis. So we do a reverse direction and the quartile. So that's 50 right there. So 49 must be a little less than 50. So let's shift this a little lower down. Right there, about to touch the graph, and you go horizontal. Okay. So now remember we said this point here is that point right there. All right, this point right here, all right, is 45, 72. So 49 is supposed to be above 72. All right, 49, because remember 49 is more than 45. So we can see this is 72.5. Okay. 72.5 for less than 49, because bear in mind this is less than 49. So I can type for 72.5 completed in less than 49 minutes. All right. Okay, so for more than 49 minutes now we have 75 minus 72.5, and that will 2.5 will be more than 49 minutes. And to convert this to percentage, you put 2.5 divided by 75 times 100%. And this was calculated here. To give you a value of 3.33%. So 3.33% of the students more than 49 minutes.